Good morning to all of you. So in this session we are discussing about the some most important topics from the chapter heredity. So these questions are based on total on heredity portion, and you know that evolution portion is reduced by your latest CBSE pattern. So first question is difference between acquired and inherited trait by giving an example. So acquired traits are those characters or those traits that are developed by a organism within its lifestyle, while inherited traits are those traits that are directly transferred from parent to their offspring. The second point is that these are somatic variations and do not bring any change in DNA, and inherited traits are the genetic variation and bring about changes in the DNA. So example of acquired traits are learning of dance, music, or body builder, wrestler. And example of inherited trait are eye color, hair color, etc. Next question is that give evidences to show that the science of heredity is not new. So the answer is the following evidences shows that the science of heredity is not new. First is selective breeding of horses and cattle used to be done by the ancient civilization of Babylon and Assyria. Second is ancient Chinese writing mention about creating better varieties of paddy. Third point is that ancient Indian medical practitioner was aware of the factor that determine the sex of a child. Next question is if the sperm bearing Y chromosome fertilize the egg, the child born will not be entirely like his father. Why is it so? So you know this question is from the topic sex determination. So your answer is it is so because the other sex chromosome which come from mother is X, as well as 22 autosome of egg will also have their effects. Next question is why are the chances of variation more in sexually developing organisms? So answer is the chances of variations are more in sexually developing organisms because meiosis crossing over occurs in gametogenesis, and there is also fusion of gametes from two different individuals. That what are the rules of inheritance? So your answer is on the basis of Mendel's experiment, Mendel established some rules which are called the rules of inheritance. These rules are law of dominance, law of segregation, and law of independent assortment. Next question is what is sex chromosome? So, a sex chromosome is one which help in sex determination of an organism, whether the child will be boy or it will be girl. In human males, the sex chromosomes are XY, and the gametes sperm they produce are of two types, X bearing and Y bearing, while female sex chromosome are XX, and the gametes these are X, they produce are of only one type, that is X bearing type. Next question is how do the traits get expressed? So DNA is the source of genetic information for making protein in the cell. The section of function DNA is called gene. For example, the height of a plant depends on the hormone. The amount of hormone depends on the process of its formation. A protein is important for this process. If the protein works efficiently, a lot of hormones will be made. If the gene responsible for that protein has an alternation that makes the protein less efficient, the amount of hormone will be less and the plant will be short. Thus, genes control genetic characteristic or traits of an organism. Next question is how can we say that change in genes can be brought about the change in DNA? So you know that DNA is the genetic material, and in DNA there are some sequences. On that sequences genes are located. So genes are made up of DNA. If any get changes, then it will also change DNA structure of the organism. Next question is write the differences between autosomes and sex chromosome. So human autosomes do not participate in sex determination, while sex chromosome determine the sex of an individual. Next difference is there are 22 pairs of autosomes, while there is one of sex chromosome in each cell. Next is they are similar in the cells of male and female autosomes in while the human sex chromosomes in males the sex chromosome pair is XY, whereas in female it is XX. Next question is why are some pea plants tall and others short in nature? Explain with reference to the role of genes in controlling character. So gene is located on the DNA sequence and the DNA is genetic informer. For example, the height of a plant depends on the hormone. This question is also repeated and we have discussed about in the earlier question. So next question is list two differences in tabular form between dominant trait and recessive trait. What is the percentage or proportion of the plants in the F1 generation progeny were round in Mendel's cross? Next, difference between dominant and recessive trait is that trait which appears in the F1 progeny is dominant. Recessive trait which remains hidden or which not appear in the F1 progeny in the recessive trait. Next is it appears in more number while recessive appears in the less number. And in F1 generation all plants were with round seed. Next question is it is correct to say that if fertilization of the egg occurs on a full moonlight the child produced will be a male? Give reason. So this is a incorrect statement. Sex of the child is a matter of chance. Full moon has nothing to do with the sex of the child. The sperm having either X chromosome or Y chromosome which fertilize the egg will determine the sex. Next is draw a flow chart to determine the characteristic of the progeny of a cross between tall plants with short pea plant, showing F1 and F2 generation both. So when we crossed tall plant to short plant in F1, we got all tall offspring. Means 100% tall plants appears in F1 generation, while in F2 generation where sulfing means tall and tall crossed plant, then there are 3 tall plants with 1 pure tall plant and 2 mixed hybrid plant and 1 short plant appears. So all tall plants in F1 generation and 75% tall and 25 short plants in second generation. So tall plants are dominant and short plants are recessive. So next question is from variation. Why is variation beneficial for the species but not necessary for the individual? So variations in a species enables them to adapt according to the changes and the new needs. This provides survival advantage to the species but an individual does not get any advantage due to variation that takes place on him. Thus variations is beneficial for a species but not necessary for the individual. Next question is with the help of X and Y show the sex determination in human beings. So you know that females have only XX sex chromosome while males have XY chromosome. When these XX and XY chromosome are crossed with each other, then offspring produce 50% girls child and 50% boys. Next is the genotype of green stemmed tomato plants is donated as GG and that of purple stemmed tomato plant as small gg. When these two are crossed, what color of stem would you accept in their F1 progeny? What is the percentage of purple stemmed in F2? If F1 plants are self-pollinated, in what ratio would you find the genotype of GG and capital G and small g in the F2 progeny? So answer is F1 progeny में this is the monohybrid cross in which F1 progeny always shows all dominant characters, means in this cross all green plants, and then purple stemmed plant 25%, ratio of GG and GG is 1:2. So you can see that purple stem means recessive trait is crossed with green stem that is dominant trait. Then in F1 generation all green stems are produced, while in self crossing there are 3 green stems and 1 purple stem produced. So ratio is, phenotype ratio is 3:1, while genotype ratio is 1:1 ratio. Next question is also from the sex determination that you have also discussed in this session. Next question is, mention any characters of a gene. So gene is a unit of inheritance, segment of functional DNA, and it is unit of genetic information which codes for a specific trait or protein synthesis. It can maintain uniformity through generation. It can undergo suddenly heritable change known as mutation. Next question is also from a monohybrid cross, that in which you can see both dominant or law of dominance and law of segregation. So study the plant following cross and answer these questions that follow. So there are parents green and round seed and crossed with yellow and wrinkled seed. So in F1 generation all green and round seed produced, while F2 generation green and round are 9 and green and wrinkled are 3 and yellow and round are 3 and yellow and wrinkled are 1. So list the dominant and recessive characters, and next question is, are the characters linked or independent? So answer is pea plant Pisum sativum, and dominant traits are round and green seed, while recessive traits are wrinkled and yellow seed, and the characters linked are independent. This is questions from your dihybrid cross, in which green and round seed that are dominant trait crossed with yellow and wrinkled seed that are recessive characters. So your next question is, so other important questions from the chapter are like as why Mendel chose pea plant, or what is heredity, what are variations, and sometimes there are some questions from the monohybrid and dihybrid cross, are all the theory of Mendel's law. Some questions are asked from the sex determination portion and DNA, which in which gene is the part of genetic inheritance. So just prepare all these questions from heredity chapter and